So one of my fondest memories from Nalsar days is the both of us participating in the Tata Institute of Social Science paper presentation competition in Mumbai,
Yes.
where I think our paper eventually won the competition. We also received a standing ovation. So it has stayed with me. Besides this, you were also very active in organizing events in Nalsar. You know, I remember you were very passionate about the damson displacement issue. You had worked with Meera Patkarji and you wanted to organize a forum in law school, calling all the stakeholders. So you've come a full circle, right, as a student organizing events in Nalsar and then going back to Nalsar in March 2025 as a partner at KSK to organize the commercial moot court law competition.
So I think it was very important for me to not get influenced by left or right as a student or even as a lawyer. So this is going to be a skill which will be a lifelong skill where you are not going to be biased in your thinking. And this thinking of not being biased towards left and not being biased towards right or not even thinking you're center, you have to absorb knowledge and information in the most neutral manner. And that was the whole purpose of Colloquium.
Have there been instances where you have represented a smaller client against bigger corporate or a bigger client with unlimited resources and then because of your strategy, you won the case for your client? Have there been such cases?
Very important to be confident and very important to feel for what your client is asking you to look into. You should not dismiss a client's input as they don't know law. You don't know facts. You have to absorb them. And second thing is fearlessness. Whether you're standing in front of against a chief minister of a country, of a state, or whether you're standing against one of the very, very intriguing businessmen who has large businesses, you must stand on your feet and tell something which you really feel is right, which is really right as per law. Then feel like, oh my God, I'm going to lose this case. He's so big, I can't win it. They're going to deploy senior counsels. I will lose. I have argued matters against senior counsels also very systematically, logically. So not to get intimidated because of the whole situation that's created around you. So going back to fearlessness, going back to neutrality, and going back to honesty and going back to hard work.
Right.
Honesty is also because many a times, people think that lawyers are getting compromised.
Right.
But you are your own talisman. You can look to Gandhiji, you can look to Ambedkar, you can look to Tagore, but you are your own talisman.
So I think self-confidence and fearlessness takes you a long way. You have learned Kannada. In fact, I wanted to bring that up, right? I think I'm very proud of you for learning Kannada so well. I know a lot of people who are in Bangalore for more than a decade or so and they don't still know a word of Kannada, right? So I always show your example.
I started watching a lot of 1970s and 80s Kannada movies for good language. And that's how I picked up Kannada. It connected me to people because Bangalore is my home. And wherever I make my home, I have to speak their language. And this has also been my philosophy in court that if I am going to argue, even if I carry 10 judgments, if I cannot explain to a judge what I'm trying to convey, I will never get any order. And the language Kannada has become actually a blessing for me because I can communicate things to a judge more easily, blending it with other language.
Right.
Same for clients. Clients, they may be really good English speakers, but when I tune to Kannada, they are giving me more information and they are so happy to give that information. The connection. Lawyers is all about connecting.
You are a Bengali who loves your fish curry and rice and you're married to Manu Kulkarni who is a Kannadiga and is a vegetarian. So that's a very interesting cultural mix at home. What has been that journey like for you?
What matters is affection and respect for each other, which we always had.
If you weren't a lawyer, who would you be?
I would say an honest politician.